back at the studios, and Zach and CJ back for another weekend, at least a Saturday, of video and audio streaming of today's 4 games. Going to wrap it up in style. We have 10 games and 5 days under our belts. 4 more games today. We'll do 3 in a row. This will be the 7th place game as South Central does battle with Neoga. That'll be followed then by the consolation championship at 1 o'clock between Dietrich and CHBC. And our 3rd place contest will come up at 2:30 as St. Elmo Brownstown does battle with Windsor Stew Straws. Then all the stage will be set for the championship game tonight at 7:30 as the Altamont Indians do battle with the St. Anthony Bulldogs. So St. Anthony the 1 seed, Altamont the 2 seed, and they end up in the championship game. So from that standpoint, tournament has been seeded pretty well, and by and large, the coaches did a good job in putting it together this year for what is the 82nd annual National Trail Conference Tournament. So, was it 1935? That's a good long run for a tournament, or for anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you've been around since 1935, you've been around for a while, and off the top of my head, I can't think of another tournament that's been around any longer, especially in the area. So that's really a big kudos to the NTC for being able to maintain a quality program throughout the years.
We'll take a look at the starting lineups and more information as we get ready for South Central and Neoga here in 90 seconds on 97.9 XFM. would. It ended up, I think, 12, but it was 3 to 5 points most of the game, so it was about as good as I thought it would be.
Sounds like Teutopolis opened it up with some three-pointers late in the fourth quarter and kind of got the margin of victory there. But, yeah, a great competitive contest between quality programs. I mean, it's just tremendous, the basketball we have in our area. It seems like year in, year out, and I hope we don't ever take that for granted.
No. We are blessed. There's no doubt about it. Well, let's take a break. We'll be back with Matt's look at the starting lineups and today's first game play-by-play from the 82nd Annual National Trail Tournament at Altamont on 97.9 XFM. games. So if you're in the neighborhood, you can pick one of those up here before you wander in for today's games.
When I got here, there was a little bit of a line outside that I noticed, but it's probably working its way through now. So might be a time to slip in and grab some tickets for tonight.
Absolutely.
The officials today are Chris White, Bobby Haugard, and John Howard. They've got them around the center circle. It'll be Bront jumping it up against Jackson Clark, and the tip is won by South Central as Matheny tracked it down by the sideline. Neoga picks up in a man-to-man as South Central sets it up. They get it out top to Lutz, who sets it from the center circle. He'll take it over to the right side, matched up with Drew Raymert. Raymert backs away. Now Lutz gets it to the top of the key. Swings it to Geiler. Geiler over to Markley. Markley into the lane, leans in, shot off the glass, left it a little short. Rebound claimed by Caleb Hill. They push it up court quickly. Clark drives in. Layup's too strong. Rebound tipped around. Finally, Geiler claims it. Outlet pass ahead to Markley, who has to save it as the pass led him a little far. Threw it over his head in the hands of Hill. They get it up ahead to Butler, who sets himself, stops and pops. 10-footer off the glass is good. And Clayton Butler has the first bucket after a minute of up and down action.
There, they gave you a chance to breathe.
I appreciate that.
Clayton got a bucket.
Coming up court is the Cougars, finding themselves down 2 as they get it out top to Geiler. They swing it around the perimeter to Markley. Markley sends it back out top. There's Brandt with it. Hunter to Geiler. Geiler over to Lutz. Logan looks on the side to Brandt. Brandt tries an interior pass. It's picked off. Caleb Hill stepped right in front of it to get the second turnover against the Cougars. Neoga slows things down as South Central sets up.
Yeah, they're staying in a zone here early.
Looks to be a 1-2-2, wouldn't you say?
I think.
It's kind of a flat 1-2-2 out top. Raymert pass intended in the corner for Jackson Clark. Hits off of Markley, they say. Apparently Clark never did get a touch on it, so it goes out of bounds to the Neoga Indians.
But a hustling Neoga cheerleader gets the ball.
Here's the inbounds. They go back to Hill. Baseline drive. Sticks it off the glass, and it's good. Caleb Hill has his first bucket, and we have a quick timeout taken by the Cougars. It'll be a 30-second break with 6:09 to play in the first quarter. You're listening to NTC Action on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham.
Stevens Industries, in business for 55 years and an employee-owned company, has produced a winning team and has job opportunities available from production office to the manufacturing floor.
Good luck to area teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament this week. From your F&N Napa Auto Parts store, use that Napa know-how for money-saving deals.
4-0 in this one, so he took the quick 30-second break, and we'll see how the Cougars react. Bringing it up court is Markley. Gets it on the side to Geiler. Now out top to Brandt. Hunter swings it over to Markley, right wing, against this Neoga man-to-man. Geiler pops out, top of the key, long 2, no good. Rebound, Drew Raymert on the run. Pushing it right up the middle of the court, leaves it over to Clark. Clark's shot is blocked by Brandt, but there is a rebound for Hill. His putback is no good because he couldn't get it up as he was fouled.
Couldn't get his arms up over his head. The foul on the shot, so Hill heads to the line. That's first foul on either ball club.
So the free throw on the way for Hill is good. Caleb off to a quick start. He has 3. He's the leading scorer in the tournament for Neoga with 34 points coming into this contest.
I'm sorry, I did not report on whom the foul was called. It was Logan Lutz.
Ryan Matheny will have a seat. Checking in is McCown to replace him. Free throw no good. Rebound, though. Butler sticks it up and in.
Boy, Neoga's out of the gate in great shape. 7-0 lead.
7-0 advantage. 5:33 to play in the first quarter as Brandt holds it on the wing. Gets it baseline to McCown. McCown was bumped a little bit out there, and Butler knew it.
First foul on Neoga. It is on Butler.
Yeah, he's pretty disappointed in himself there with that personal.
Haven't used it all week, but Butler did it.
I was waiting to find the right time. Yeah. Brandt takes the inbounds on the opposite side of the court. Leaves it with Lutz. Lutz right in front of the Neoga bench. Fires it out top to Markley. Now they send it to Geiler right side. tries to rifle a pass into Lutz. Raymert down there intercepts the pass, looks ahead, bounce pass over to Butler. Layup no good. Rebound's tied up between Hill and McCown. Jump ball will favor Neoga.
That's 3 turnovers on South Central. They've all been when they try to get it inside. Neoga's got good hands working this morning early on, and they're swatting well out of those interior passes.
Substitution for South Central as Ian Fox comes in for the first time, replacing Brandt. Inbounds goes in the corner to Hill. Shot no good, and Fox grabs the rebound.
Well, good thing he got in there.
Outlet to Lutz, bringing it up the right side. Triple team, gets it back to Fox, who goes baseline. Nice look into McCown. McCown forces up a shot in a crowd. It's no good, and the rebound's taken by Jackson Clark. Clark hands it off to Raymert, who hesitates at the top of the key. Now drives in on the left side. Shot's no good, but a blocking foul whistled against the Cougars. And heading to the free throw line will be Drew Raymert.
Get the shot away. Nothing bad hardly ever happens if you can get a shot off. And the foul on McCown, his first, and 2 on the Cougars.
So Raymert's free throw is up. Left it short. Substitution for Neoga. Into the lineup is Trevor Roy. They will give Mr. Evan Fritcher a break. One thing you notice about this Neoga team, too, they're young like a lot of teams in this tournament. That free throw off the mark for Raymert. Rebound taken down by Markley. He'll bring it across the timeline on the left side. Tried to bounce it to McCown, who tracked it down in the corner. Back to Markley on the wing. Skip pass, right side, Lutz. Lutz calls out a new play as Neoga's gone zone defensively. 2-3. Lutz takes it down in the corner. They find Markley. Markley back out to Lutz. They swing it to Fox. Fox on the right side. Back to Lutz out high. They go to Markley. Loads up for a 3. No good. Rebound, and there's a push, and we've got a Neoga foul.
So the missed 3, but in the meantime, foul called 3-5, did he say?
Thought that's what he signaled. There is that 3-5.
Right.
It's 3-4.
So it must be Butler. 3-4. He has both of Neoga's fouls. That's not particularly good news, and Neoga takes him out.
South Central triggers the inbounds on the wing to Markley, and there they get a bucket to fall as Markley drains a 3, and they're right back within 4 here halfway through this first quarter.
Gressens came in when Butler sat down for Neoga.
Raymert direct in traffic against the zone of the Cougars. He and Roy play catch out top now. Raymert has it again. Looks in the right corner to Gressens. Back out to Raymert. Raymert, skip pass in the left corner. There's a 3 on the way from Hill, a little strong. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and it's off of Neoga. They'll give it to the Cougars.
Boy, the 3-point shot. I just sitting there watching these guys this morning. Most of these early shots are a little bit off because we see this a lot in the day games.
Mm-hmm.
But the impact the 3-point shot has had on basketball, and I know a lot of you that are way younger than me are going, well, what do you mean? Because there hasn't always been a 3-point shot. And now it's such an integral part of every team's offense. It's really something to see.
Matheny back in the Cougar offense. They get it inside to him, posting up. Shot's no good, but that's because he's fouled. And the Cougars are drawing some fouls now on the big guys inside from Neoga.
Yeah, they're taking it into great effect. Now they're able to penetrate. Remember the first couple of trips they had those turnovers. Now they're initiating the offense and drawing the fouls. That foul's on Gressens, and that's 3 on the Indians.
Free throw for Matheny is good. So Ryan has his first point today, makes it 7-4. So after a 7-0 start, Neoga's seen their lead trim back to 3. And it'll stay there as the free throw is off the mark as it rattled out, and Roy grabbed the board. They get it to Raymert across the timeline. He rifles a pass. It's flagged down by Hill. Got it back out to Roy to Raymert. Raymert over on the right side of the top of the key. Goes to Gressens in the right corner. Back to the wing to Raymert. Raymert to Roy. He's over on the left side. Looks inside. Can't get anything done, so he goes on the side to Clark. Back to Roy. Over to Raymert. Raymert and Roy playing catch now. Roy has it again. Now to Clark. Left baseline. Skip pass across to Raymert. Loads up for 3. No good. Gressens an offensive rebound. Turns, puts it up and in.
Yeah, he was the big guy that trip. Gressens was. He was in the right spot to grab that board.
Zach Gressens pushes the lead back up to 5, 9-4 with 2:35 to play in the first quarter. Lutz penetrates, leans in, shot a little wide. Rebound Gressens. Gressens tried to bring it up court, but his pass is taken away by Lutz. Nice look over to Markley for the layup. Trevor Markley has 5 as Neoga turned it over for the first time on that exchange. They're looking to build on their 3-point lead, however. It's a 9-6 contest as Neoga slows things down as South Central got back defensively.
It was a good timeout by Jamie a little while ago because they were down 7-0.
Pass from Roy intended for Gressens inside, slipped right through his feet and hands, and then in the scramble for the loose ball, I think Gressens is going to get called for the foul.
So he's picked up a couple. Clayton Butler already has picked up a couple. So another change here for the Indians. They'll sit Gressens down now and bring in Mitchell Cornell.
So he'll try his luck and see if he can stay out of foul trouble out of that post position.
Yeah, Neoga doesn't have many fouls, but 2 kids each have 2.
Lutz holds it out top, gets it to Geiler, now over to Markley. Markley back out to the top of the key to Matheny, over to Geiler on the right wing. Geiler's looking inside. Lutz is posting up. That's kind of an odd situation. They get it to Markley, back to Geiler for a wing 3, no good. Brandt with the rebound. Hunter clears it to Geiler, who moves into the paint. Leaves it in the corner with Lutz. Lutz around a screen, drives inside, dishes it to Matheny. Shot no good, got his own rebound. Put back, missed. But Matheny's fouled as he works hard that trip to earn a couple of free throws.
Yeah, that was great the way he grabbed that board, went back up strong, drew the foul. So now another foul on Neoga and another foul inside. And one on Cornell, who just came in for the other 2 guys who had 2 fouls.
Free throw on the way from Matheny is off the mark, however. He can't pull the Cougars with it any closer as they still trail by 3. 9-6 your score with 1:30 to play in the first quarter of action. Free throw up. That one is good. So Matheny goes 1 for 2 at the line again. Gives it South Central 7, but they still trail Neoga, who leads 9-7 after busting out to that early 7-0 advantage.
Talk about that good timeout by South Central. Neoga's only scored 2 points since that timeout, so nice job by South Central.
Skip pass across to Cornell. He loads up for 3, and he got it. No, that was Trevor Roy. Trevor Roy connected on a big bucket for Neoga, who needed one. They hadn't scored in a while. Makes it 12-7 with 1:05 to play in the first quarter. They get it on the side to Markley. Markley around a screen. Looks underneath for Brandt. There's a layup for Hunter. He has a bucket. Makes it 12-9.
Little opening on the baseline there that he took full advantage of.
Nice dish from Markley as well to set him up for it, as Mitchell Cornell has it right wing for Neoga. Sends it back out top to Raymert. Raymert over to Hill. Back to Raymert. They swing it to Roy on the left wing. Trevor bounces it for Hill. Hill sends it to Raymert. Raymert on the right wing, hesitates, come back to the top of the key, backs it out towards the center circle. Now to Roy, to Hill. Raymert in the right corner, fakes the 3. 20 seconds to play in the quarter. They fire it inside. Clark can't handle the pass. It's taken by Lutz. Drives for the layup. No good. Rebound, though, Markley. Put back is good. So Trevor Markley has 7 of the 11 South Central points. And with 8 seconds left, we'll see if Neoga can get a shot away. Raymert pushes it up to Clark. Clark out top to Roy. Deep 3 from the free throw line. It's beyond the top of the key, or from the volleyball spike line, rather, from beyond the top of the key, is off the mark this time. He hit that shot yesterday. Couldn't connect in this one as the first quarter comes to a close. Neoga holding on to a 12-11 advantage here at the 82nd Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Martin's IGA Plus has everything you'll need to make a great meal, from certified Angus beef, fresh fruits and vegetables, and mouth-watering bakery items. Check us out at martinsiga.com.
Job Match Personnel Services supports all the area sports and wishes them the best of luck.
Whether it's for a comprehensive eye exam or to check out the latest and greatest in Oakley, Maui Gym, or Ray-Ban Ophthalmics, come see Dr. Tony or Dr. Chris at Weber Optics, located in Effingham, and soon their new facility in Altamont. Weber Optics, where good vision is always in fashion.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
For 2 years. Only 80 systems to choose from. Yes, they will sell out. 347-5223. JansonsHeating.com.
First quarter stats saw South Central 4 of 12, Neoga 5 of 12. 2 for 4 from the line for the Cougars, 1 for 4 for Neoga. So neither team lighting it up at the line. 3 turnovers for South Central, 2 for Neoga. Neoga had an 8-6 rebound edge, Matt.
South Central with the ball to start this second quarter. They have a chance to take their first lead of the ball game, trailing by 1. Lutz with it, right wing, looks inside, nothing doing. Out to Ryan McCown, back on the court for the Cougars. Looks to Matheny, now out top Lutz. 3 from the top of the key, got it.
Boy, had it dialed in that time, didn't he?
Logan Lutz gives South Central a 2-point advantage, 14-12. They were down 7-0 and have come back now to take the lead. Neoga looking for an answer. They've got it with Hill on the wing. Out top, Jackson. Clark. Jackson Clark fired it to Roy. Roy's pass is tipped by Braunt, taken out of the air by Lutz. Lutz bringing it up court. Backs out. Looks over the Neoga man-to-man. First turnover of the quarter for Neoga and their first trip. Lutz trying to bounce it inside. Pass was kicked by Raymert, so it'll be South Central ball under the basket.
Man, 3 in a row for you, just like we had Thursday night. Coming up next to be the consolation championship, then the third place game.
They leave Lutz open again for a 3 out top. It's no good, but there's Matheny with the rebound. Hands it back to Logan Lutz. Logan looks to set the offense as they go to Markley, now to Brandt. Brandt's wanting to go inside. Now dribbles around to pick, puts a shot up. It's no good, but he's fouled, and Hunter heads to the line for a couple.
Foul on 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Caleb Hill got that foul. His first, and that's 6 now on Neoga.
Neoga will take a 30-second timeout with 6:45 to play in the second quarter. It's South Central 14, Neoga 12. NTC 7th place game action on 97.9 XFM.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Hi, I'm Matt Broniker with Russ Broniker Cadillac Buick GMC. Come see us for a test drive located on South Route 45 in Effingham. We are a proud supporter of local sports and this week's NTC tournament.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Lockhart says that they're going to let me talk. I'm going to keep talking to the boys.
And he's good at it.
Hunter Brandt to step into the free throw line. Hunter's free throw, first of 2, will be on the way as they get settled around the lane. Couple dribbles now for Hunter. First of 2 is up in a row. It rattled out, no good. I thought that thing was going to stay home.
Funny, everybody's design, the amount of circumference of the ball, circumference of the rim, all that stuff. It's plumb scientific if you think about it.
Well, there wasn't too much to get scientific about that time. Hunter left nothing to doubt. It went right through the net as he hit 1 of 2 from the line, pushes the lead for South Central up to 3, 15-12. Neoga swinging it around the perimeter. Raymert has it left corner. Steps to the baseline. 2, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Cornell. First shot's missed. Second one's good as he's fouled. Cornell had his shot blocked from behind by Brandt the first time, but then he got it back and put it up, and we'll see who gets this one.
Matheny picks up his first of the day. Third on the Cougars.
So Cornell's trying to tie it up at the line, and he does so on his first 3 points of the ball game. Makes it 15-15 with 6:20 to play in the period. Fox will handle the point guard duties for the Cougars. Gets it over to Markley. Markley sends McCown's out top and gives him the ball. Now they find Fox in the corner, who leaves it inside for Bryant. Shot no good. Cornell with the rebound. Mitchell clears it out of trouble to Drew Raymert. Raymert across the timeline to Fritcher. Evan back to Raymert. They send it over to Cornell, to Raymert. Raymert looking over this 2-3 zone of South Central. Sees Hill cut to the back door, or make that rather Fritcher cut back door. Couldn't quite handle the pass. Got it under control in the corner. Sends it over to Hill for 3. Shot no good, and Matheny grabs a rebound in traffic for the Cougars. Got it to Markley. Markley blasting it up the court. Leaves it on the wing for Fox. He penetrates. Hands it to Matheny for a long two, and he buries it. Ryan Matheny with 4. Makes it 17-15 South Central. Neoga working it around the perimeter. Raymert to Fritcher. Fritcher left wing over to Raymert. Raymert standing between the center circle and the top of the key, kind of between the rings there. Gets it on the side to Butler, who's back in the ball game for Neoga. Now to Hill, to Raymert. On the side, Fritcher. Back out top, Raymert. Rifles a pass into Cornell. Cornell handed it off to Hill, who drives in for a shot. It's no good. Rebound's loose on the floor. We've got a jump ball as Cornell reached around one leg of Fox to get that ball tied up. And the jump will keep it with Neoga.
Well, sometimes you got to be creative to get in on a jump, you know.
Logan Lutz returns for South Central. Fox will have a seat. Also another change for the Cougars as Markley sits down. And Geiler's back in. Inbounds from Hill is loose on the floor. Bront has it, and he's tied up finally as he dove down to get it. Neoga ties it up, forces the jump, but possession arrow favors the Cougars.
Neoga's second turnover this quarter. I think that Geiler might have had to go check the parts for a minute because I saw him walk back to the bench just a couple of minutes ago. So I think that's why Trent was missing for a bit.
Well, it's good to see him back out there with 4:39 to play in the second quarter. South Central with the ball in the lead, looking over the Neoga 2-3 zone. Geiler looks inside, tries to force it into Matheny. Pass tipped out of bounds by Butler, and it'll belong to the Cougars. Checking into the ball game is Mr. Jackson Clark. He gives Caleb Hill a break. Geiler looking to trigger the inbounds. Catch in the lane by Brandt. Shot no good. Brandt tips it out to Geiler. Geiler sends it over to Lutz, and Lutz will circle it back out top. Finds Geiler on the left wing. Rifles a pass out top to Brandt. Brandt to Geiler.
Trying to post McCown up in here, and they just can't get him the ball.
So McCown comes out to the corner to take it on the left side. Flips it back out top to Brandt. Hunter, one dribble and a pass to Geiler over to Lutz in the right corner.
Yeah, Neoga's back to that zone now.
Nice look inside to McCown, but his layup's no good. Cornell clears the rebound. Hands it to Fritcher. Fritcher trots it across the timeline, leaves it with Raymert. Now inside they go to Butler. Turnaround jumper from 10 is good.
He's a pretty good offensive player. That crimped their style when he got that second foul and they had to sit in the first quarter.
He has 6 points in this game, give him 36 points in the tournament for Neoga. Now Brandt looks inside to Matheny. Pass got on the floor. Matheny tried to save it, but he tried to get it to a teammate. Cornell took it away, and as he tried to move up court, he's fouled.
First turnover in the quarter on South Central. Remarkably for these games that are sometimes a little tough for the guys, too. Not many turnovers at all. That foul's on McCown, his second, and just 4 on South Central. But McCown has half of them.
McCart checking out of the ball game is McCown. In to replace him is Trevor Markley. So Neoga, after a little bit of an explanation to Coach Van Sock from one of the officials, he'll give the ball to Fritcher, who flips it in right at the timeline. They go to Raymert. Raymert to Fritcher, left side. Evan gets it out top to Clark. Clark back to Fritcher. He loads up for a 3, in and out, and finally came back out. Rebound Geiler.
You can see Fritcher jump in the air. He thought sure that was going in.
They go to Markley. Baseline drive. Shot no good. Rebound again claimed by Cornell, and again he's fouled.
I got 5 boards for Cornell already.
He's done a nice job on the glass since getting inserted into the lineup off the bench.
Matheny picks up that foul. That's 2 on him and 5 on the Cougars. We don't have many fouls, Matt, but we've got 4 kids with 2 already. So they're going to the wrong kids.
So 3:08 to play in the second quarter. Raymert walks it across the timeline, looking at the South Central zone. Goes to Clark, now to Fritcher. Fritcher fires it to Clark. Clark to Fritcher. Fritcher right wing. Bounces it down towards the corner to Clark, who circled over there. He sends it out top to Raymert. 17-17 with 2:44 and counting in the second quarter as Neoga sends it to Fritcher. He loads up for a corner 3. This one is good. Evan Pritchard connects, gives a 30-point advantage back to Neoga, 20-17.
They start hitting these threes, you're going to wonder whether South Central is going to stay in that zone, and there's another zone buster.
Schuyler just took a pass out top of the key. He was open, pulled the trigger, buried it. 20-20 the score. Now Pritchard cuts into the lane, sends it out to Cornell. A three of his own is on the way. No good. Hunter Brandt tries to claim the rebound, but he fell down and lost it out of bounds. It'll belong to Neoga.
McCown's back for South Central. They sit down Matheny. And Butler's down for Neoga. And
Caleb Hill's back.
Yeah, there you go.
They send it to Raymert, back to Hill. Hill on the right side, back out top to Raymert, over to Clark. Jackson Clark finds Hill. Now that Pritchard at the free throw line to Raymert baseline, back out top. Clark, 15-footer, no good. Cornell battling for the rebound, and he handed it from the floor over to Clark. And as Clark tried to move towards the hoop, he was fouled. The foul was before the shot, but what an effort from Cornell.
Yeah, if you're on the floor, it limits your options, but he came up with a good one, didn't he? Fouls on Markley. Trevor's first. That's 6. So each team will be in the bonus if there's another foul.
Minute 55 to play in the second quarter. 20-20 the score. Inbounds from Hill. Pritchard with the catch at the top of the key. Goes back to Hill. Jumper from the elbow of the free throw line. No good. Cornell with another rebound. Put back miss. Got it again. Put this one up and in.
If at first you don't succeed, right?
Mitchell Cornell with 5 points and probably 7 rebounds, maybe?
7 rebounds.
Gives Neoga a 2-point lead. South Central working the ball around the perimeter. Lutz fakes the three. Gets it out top to Geiler. Geiler caught the ball while Jackson Clark was falling down, and Clark just kind of reached up and grabbed on to commit the personal.
And to break his fall, if nothing else. Clark's first foul. So 1 in bonus here for South Central.
The official kind of looks over at Coach Lockhart and shrugs and says, that's kind of an easy call. And Coach said, yeah. Free throw on the way is good for Geiler. Give Trent 4 in the ball game. Makes it 22-21. Neoga still up 1 with 1:29 to play in the half. Free throw from Geiler, round and out this time, and Hill secures the rebound for Neoga. Outlet intended for Raymert, intercepted by Clark, now handed to Raymert.
Says, wait a minute, here's the guard.
Hey, if you're not sure, you better catch it. You don't want one going by you out of bounds for no reason. So Clark did just that. Now he finds Hill at the free throw line. He turns, squares up, jumper no good. Rebound comes out long. Markley on the run, drives in, shuffles it off to Geiler, and there's a blocking foul whistled against Neoga. And they are going to give Markley 2 shots, according to the indication.
Bob Lockhart not at all happy with that call.
He at first thought it should have been a charge anyway, and now I'm sure he thinks, didn't you see that pass that he delivered?
For any animated conversation with Bob and the official, neither one's given an inch.
Nope. With 1:05 to play in the second quarter, South Central will try to tie it at the line as the free throw is up and good for Markley. He has 8, but it's been a little while since he scored, if memory serves.
That's Drew Raymert's first foul, by the way.
So now we're tied at 22 with 1:05 to play in the half. Free throw from Markley is good. So South Central has the lead back. They lead 23-22 with 1:05 and counting as Neoga's bringing it up court.
Markley had that flurry of 7 points in the first quarter. Those foul shots are the first time he's scored since then.
Neoga swinging it around the perimeter as Raymert has it in the corner. Skip pass all the way to the right corner to Pritchard. Good thing the rafters were as high as they are. They get it out top to Hill for 3. Shot no good. Geiler secures the rebound for South Central. Behind the back dribble, bounce pass, up ahead to Lutz. Lutz knifes his way into the lane, layup, it crawled out, no good. McCown with a strong rebound amongst 3 or 4 Indians will earn a trip to the line as he tried to put it up. He was fouled.
Well, all of a sudden, Neoga getting a whole bunch of fouls. Jackson Clark got that one. That's his second. 3 Indians with 2 fouls apiece. A couple of Cougars with 2 fouls apiece.
Free throw for McCown is on the way and good. So Ryan McCown has his first point of the contest, pushes the South Central lead to 2, 24-22, with 32.3 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Next for McCown, on the way, no good, but we're going to have a lane violation as looked like one of the South Central players just couldn't keep their feet out of the paint.
Well, must have been a Neoga kid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, must have been a Neoga kid first.
South Central's going back to the line here. 3 to make 2.
Now here's the free throw. It's up and good. We would have had another lane violation, but the free throw was good. So McCown, like you say, 2 to make 3, got the 2. Makes it 25-22. Or 3 to make 2.
You used to have that 3 to make 2 thing in the NBA back in the day.
That was before my time even.
Yeah, well, yeah. Back when Phil Jackson was a player, not a genius.
Yeah, well, some would dispute that in New York as it stands. But
I heard that.
10 seconds to play in the quarter. Neoga's just passing it around the perimeter. Now they put the play in motion. Raymert gets it over on the side to Fritcher. Fritcher back to Raymert. Shot for 3 at the buzzer is short. And the first half comes to a close. Been an entertaining half of action with a game of runs here. As it is, South Central leading 25-22. You're listening to high school basketball in the 82nd Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Hi, I'm Matt Broniker with Russ Broniker Cadillac Buick GMC. Come see us for a test drive located on South Route 45 in Effingham. We are a proud supporter of local sports and this week's NTC tournament.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been appreciatively serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for the past 36 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of the local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Don't miss the huge clearance sale going on now at Prime Soul, where you can save up to 60% on name brand shoes and apparel.
Let our experienced employees at Wright Furniture help you with your furniture and accessory needs. Whether it's just a chair or a house full of furniture, Wright's Furniture and Flooring in Diedrich can help. Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Bank anywhere, anytime with Go Mobile from Washington Savings Bank in Effingham. Good luck to all the teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament.
for 8 at halftime. But he's 1 for 2 from the line, so 3 points, 3 rebounds. Drew Ramert, 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from the line, has a foul and a rebound. Jackson Clark, 0 for 3 from the field. You see the problem here. 2 fouls for Clark and a rebound. Clayton Butler, 3 out of 4 from the field, 2 fouls and a rebound for his 6 points. Evan Pritchard made a 3 in his 2 shot attempts, so he has 3 points. Trevor Roy is 1 for 2 from the field. The one he made was a 3-pointer. He has a rebound. Mitchell Cornell's been a busy kid in that first half. Cornell was 2 for 5 from the field and 1 for 1 from the field, so he has 5 points, and he has 7 rebounds. So lots of action for Cornell. Zach Gresson's made the only shot he took, and he has 2 rebounds. 12 and 10 for Neoga's 22 points here at halftime. Coming up after this, the consolation championship game between Dietrich and CHBC. Then the third place contest between St. Elmo Brownstown and Windsor's Two Straws. And then we all go get something to eat at Joe's or something until 7:30 when we play the championship game. That'll be St. Anthony and Altamont. Halftime show about over. Let's send it back to the studios. Be back in a minute with the second half on 97.9 XFM.
Saving money matters. Whether you're putting away money for college, saving for a down payment for a new home, or building up that emergency fund, Washington Savings Bank can help. We offer a variety of CDs, savings accounts, and interest-bearing checking accounts with great competitive rates, personalized service, and even online and mobile banking features to help you manage and grow your savings. Local, secure, enduring, and now more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and now anywhere you are with our 24/7 virtual branch. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It'll be Neoga ball as we get set for the second half of action as they are letting folks settle back into the chairs here. As now Neoga will trigger it, trailing by 3 here at halftime, 25-22. Looks like the Cougars are picking up in a man-to-man as Pritchard comes to get it on the right wing. Leaves it with Butler in the corner.
Well, they played zone just about the whole first half, didn't they?
Butler tried to drive baseline, and there's a reach-in foul whistled against Matheny, so he picks up an early foul that he really couldn't afford.
Yeah, Matheny picks up his third just right out of the gate.
So we'll see a quick substitution as Matheny will have to have a seat, and in to replace him is Ryan McCown.
It could be a bit of a downer. You go through the whole halftime, and then you're out in 10 seconds into the second half.
You look forward to the second half, and then bang. So we'll see when he can get back in. Meanwhile, Cornell got the start here in the second half for Neoga. He took the inbounds pass, fired it to Ramert, now to Butler. Butler looked inside for Hill, just didn't quite like it. Goes instead to Pritchard on the side. Back out top to Hill, now to Cornell. Cornell puts it on the floor. Pass was tipped, but Butler's able to get to it. Finds Ramert. Ramert over to Hill, fakes the three, now drives into the lane, leans in, shot is up and good.
They let him come to the basket. He had tough first half shooting the ball. That turned out well.
Barkley's going to attack the basket. First shot no good. Got his own rebound in a crowd, leaves it with McCown, who shots off the glass a little strong. This rebound claimed by Neoga and Evan Pritchard. Pritchard outlet to Ramert, ahead to Butler. Finally got the catch, went up for a shot. It's no good as it was blocked. Came right back to him, hands it out to Hill, and Hill buries a three.
Hill says, new half, I'm a new man.
And South Central says, I need a new timeout. 6:54 to play in the third quarter. 27-25. Neoga takes the 2-point advantage, and it'll be a 30-second break here on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham.
Stevens Industries, in business for 55 years and an employee-owned company, has produced a winning team and has job opportunities available from production office to the manufacturing floor.
Good luck to area teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament this week. From your F&N Napa Auto Parts store, use that Napa know-how for money-saving deals.
7:25, Neoga, and Caleb Hill in particular, has put up 5 points to take the lead back.
I just said he was 1 of 8 in the first half. Came out and hit his first two here in the second half.
Now South Central has Markley open at the top of the key for three. Shot no good as it rimmed out, and the rebound snagged by Mitchell Cornell.
Again.
He gets it to Raymert.
That's 8 boards already.
Cornell loads up for a three from the wing, no good. There's a rebound put back by Butler. It's missed, but Cornell has the board, and he'll stick it up and in.
Coach Lockhart really liked that effort there. Get 2 offensive rebounds that set.
So Neoga's ahead by 4. That's their largest lead of the ball game. And now we've got a foul whistled as there's a little bit of a hold going on, apparently inside.
And that's the third foul.
I think it's on Cornell. It's on Cornell.
Okay.
They just didn't get it up there. Now inbound goes to McCown, who muscles up a shot, and he got it to fall.
McCown, first
Ryan,
basket.
Yep, he has his first bucket. He'd made a couple of free throws. He has 4 in the contest, making it 29-27, 2 minutes into this third quarter. Butler handling it out on the wing, gets it all the way out top to Raymert. Now back to Hill. Left side to Raymert, top of the key. Patiently gets it to Pritchard. Back to Raymert, over to Hill. Hill to Pritchard, fakes the three, gets it to Raymert in the right corner. Doesn't take it. Instead gets it out top. Now over to Hill. Baseline jumper, too strong. Rebound Markley. Markley trying to bring it up court, being pestered by Neoga. Lost the handle, but Lutz is there to pick it up, even though Raymert dived after it.
Lutz snagged it up there. I think he thought it was Raymert was going to grab it away.
Now Markley drives to the baseline, flips it back to McCown. Shot no good, but the rebound comes out to Brandt. Hunter secures it, gets it to Lutz. Now to Geiler, top of the key, three, good. Brent Geiler has 7, and there's the South Central lead back, 30-29, and a timeout taken by Neoga with 5:09 to play in the third quarter. You're listening to NTC Action on 97.9 XFM.
Martin's IGA Plus has everything you'll need to make a great meal, from certified Angus beef, fresh fruits and vegetables, and mouth-watering bakery items. Check us out at martinsiga.com.
Job Match Personnel Services supports all the area sports and wishes them the best of luck.
Whether it's for a comprehensive eye exam or to check out the latest and greatest in Oakley, Maui, Gem, or Ray-Ban Optomics, come see Dr. Tony or Dr. Chris at Weber Optics, located in Effingham, and soon their new facility in Altamont. Weber Optics, where good vision is always in fashion.
He warned you. These first games today we expected to be good ones, and we are being treated here to a fun one between South Central and Neoga.
Neoga sat Cornell down. Trevor Roy's back in for the Indians here after the break.
My guess is that's just a quick break, the way he's been playing.
8 rebounds can't be denied.
Neoga working it around the perimeter. Raymert has it as the Indians trail by 1 to South Central. 30-29, just under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. They've been playing catch around the perimeter, and Raymert has it out top. Leaves it on the sides to Clark, to Raymert. They get it down baseline. Hill, 3, no good. But he goes out to the top of the key and grabs his own rebound. Gets it to Raymert. Raymert's cross-court pass is batted out of bounds. As soon as Raymert threw that pass, you could hear Bob Lockhart yell, no, because he saw Markley, and Markley had a bead on it, just couldn't control it.
He's talking to Clayton Butler over here while the ball was being inbounded.
Here's Neoga swinging it around the perimeter. Butler comes to get it in the corner. His pass is tipped by Geiler, but hustling over is Clark to save it for the Indians. They go baseline to Roy. Roy works the right baseline. The double team needing some help, and he flips it back out top to Raymert.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort to get that pass away.
Raymert rifles a cross-court pass underneath to Clark, and Jackson Clark sticks it up and in, giving Neoga the lead back 31-30.
Nice pass, nice shot.
Boy, Markley's wide open on the left wing. Pulls the trigger on a 3. It's no good. Rebound still loose. Finally, Hill has it for Neoga. And he'll hand it back to Raymert, who runs it across the timeline. Looks ahead for Butler in the right corner. Butler out top to Raymert. Raymert swings it around to Roy. Roy, free throw line to Butler. Puts up a shot. Looked like somebody had him on the arm, but no call. And the rebound to Hunter Brandt. Brandt to Lutz. Lutz into the lane. Nice pass to McCown, who sticks it up and in. Ryan McCown with the bucket, but boy, credit the sophomore Lutz with a beautiful pass.
They're putting McCown to work since he's been in here. He got the 6 points, got bored.
He's been a big part of why South Central has the lead back, 32-31. Now driving in is Neoga. Jackson Clark takes the baseline. He puts it up and in on a strong move. So the lead just keeps changing hands here. It's 33-32 Neoga.
About every trip the lead's changing.
3:04 to play in the third quarter as Markley's handling out top. Leaves it with McCown, who finds Lutz on the right wing. Lutz, lob inside for Brandt. Hunter is double-teamed, and it's taken away by Roy. Roy to Raymert along the sideline, and he stepped on the sideline for Neoga's first turnover of the quarter, after South Central turned it over for the first time their last trip.
And you were right about it being a short break for Cornell. He's back already, and Butler's going to get a breather.
So Neoga's running with Clark, Hill, Raymert, Roy, and Cornell. Lutz with the ball for South Central. Takes it over to the right wing. Gets it out top to McCown. Over to Geiler. Geiler loads up, or Markley rather, loads up for three. Shot no good. Rebound Neoga. Raymert comes out of there with it. Neoga looking to extend their 1-point advantage with 2:25 to play in the third quarter. Roy has it on the wing. Skips it over to Raymert.
And look at the defense. South Central's gone back to that zone now.
Neoga playing catch around the perimeter.
They'd started the second half in a man.
Raymert to Roy. Now in the corner, Clark. Back out top, Raymert. Now to Roy in the other corner. He's on the left side. Flips it all the way back out top to Raymert. Raymert puts a couple dribbles down. Now leaves it with Clark. Clark tried to make a move before he caught the ball, and it's taken away by Lutz and Markley. Markley trying to bring it up court. Finally, there's contact whistled against Neoga, and that foul will mean it's South Central ball along the sideline.
And Jackson Clark has his third foul. That's first kid for Neoga to get to the 3-foul level. That's their first foul in the half.
Brandt and Markley sit down for the Cougars. Back into the lineup is Ian Fox. And checking in for the first time is Coy Blomberg. South Central works it on the side. There's McCown out top to Blomberg. Over to Fox. Fox, top of the key. Geiler, three is way off the mark. It goes out of bounds. Nobody touched it. It'll belong to Neoga.
Trent says, need to rethink that one.
Markley comes right back into the ball game, and they'll sit Logan Lutz for a second. Neoga's Caleb Hill will trip it inbounds as Evan Fritcher is back in the game. They go to Hill, to Raymert, to Roy. Roy on the left side, back out top to Raymert. There's Fritcher with it. Now over to Hill. He's in the right corner. Fires it back out to the center circle to Raymert. Raymert with 1:17 on the third quarter clock. Circles it to the right side. Looks it over. Now skips it to Fritcher. Now baseline Roy. Roy back out top Fritcher. Pass was knocked away by Geiler, but Fritcher gets it back. Now Geiler pressures again, forces a jump ball, and the turnover results as it'll be South Central possession thanks to the possession arrow. Third Neoga turnover, and now Geiler will have a seat. And back in is Lutz as Coach Van Stock is having quick words with his players he brings out of the game and then sending them right back in.
Hill's down for Neoga, too.
Zach Gressens is back, number 24. He played briefly in the first half because he picked up a couple of quick fouls. South Central with the ball, trailing by one. They work at the Fox. He's on the left side. Out top, Lutz. Gets it over to McCown, right side. McCown to Markley, top of the key. There's Lutz on the left wing. Looking inside. Fox is posting up. Got it to him. Right back to Lutz. Baseline jumper too strong. McCown, though, an offensive rebound, and the shot rattles home.
He's gone to work, man.
Ryan McCown with 8. 6 of them here in this third quarter, and they lead again to the Cougars 34-33.
Just about every other trip we have a lead change.
Neoga appears more than content to hold for the final shot with South Central back in the zone. Fritcher is trying to direct traffic, hands it off to Roy, who now gets it to Raymert. Raymert with 10 seconds left, gets it to Roy. Roy, way out top, has the ball knocked loose, and it's taken by Fox. He's driving for a layup, get it back to Lutz, who flips up the shot at the buzzer. It's good as he's fouled. Well, I wasn't sure that Logan Lutz was going to have enough time to control and catch and shoot, but he did all that, and he got fouled just ahead of the buzzer.
And Jamie Van Sock gives big high five to the guy who got him the ball. Nice work by Fox of getting the ball to Lutz, who got the shot away just ahead of the foul and just ahead of the quarter end.
And Lutz's free throw rattles out, no good, but it's a three-point advantage for the South Central Cougars. After all of that back and forth, it's still a three-point game. We head to the final period of action. It's South Central 36, Neoga 33, NTC basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Hi, I'm Matt Broniker with Russ Broniker Cadillac Buick GMC. Come see us for a test drive located on South Route 45 in Effingham. We are a proud supporter of local sports and this week's NTC tournament.
Wet Pools and Spas in Effingham, where you'll find top-of-the-line spas and above and in-ground pools at affordable prices.
Nemours Steakhouse has been appreciatively serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for the past 36 years. Nemours Steakhouse, proud supporters of the local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Don't miss the huge clearance sale going on now at Prime Soul, where you can save up to 60% on name brand shoes and apparel.
The fourth quarter of action. They trail this one by 3, 36-33. South Central has their starting 5 back out on the court. Neoga is running with Raymert, Roy, Cornell, Butler, and Hill. Raymert has it out top, gets it to Cornell. They swing it to Hill at the top of the key. Now to Raymert, right wing. Over to Roy, across to Cornell. Now in the corner, Hill. Long 2 is too strong. Rebound Markley. Trevor Markley brings it up court for South Central. Now he flips it ahead to Lutz. Logan going to start the offense. Gets it back out top to Markley. Over to Brandt. Hunter looks inside, and there's a whistle and a foul, and it's against Neoga, I do believe.
I think Raymert might have got called for a hold here. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. No. I'll let him close. 15. Mitchell Cornell's third foul.
Inbounds from the baseline, flipped out top to Markley, who goes to Geiler. 3 on the way. Got it. So Trent Geiler in double figures with 10. He's the first player for either team to reach double figures in this 39-33 ball game, and that's the biggest lead South Central's had in the contest. They're up by 6. Neoga looking for an answer with 7 minutes to play. Raymert playing catch with Roy out top against this zone. They fire it to Hill. Hill to Cornell. Cornell, baseline Roy. Loads up for a 3. No good. Rebound Markley again. He's claimed a couple of boards here lately for the Cougars.
They've got 4 in the second half.
Hands it off to Lutz. Lutz crosses the timeline. Gets it on the side to Geiler. Geiler lob inside to Brandt. Shot off the glass is good as there was no weak side help, and Hunter got the bucket.
Guy had a pretty much unimpeded pass to the basket, didn't he?
All of a sudden, South Central's up by 8, 41-33, and there's a timeout for Neoga. We'll be back in 60 seconds to the National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Let our experienced employees at Wright Furniture help you with your furniture and accessory needs. Whether it's just a chair or a house full of furniture, Wright's Furniture and Flooring in Diedrich can help. Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Bank anywhere, anytime with Go Mobile from Washington Savings Bank in Effingham. Good luck to all the teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham.
Stevens Industries, in business for 55 years and an employee-owned company, has produced a winning team and has job opportunities available from production office to the manufacturing floor.
Good luck to area teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament this week. From your F&N Napa Auto Parts store, use that Napa know-how for money-saving deals.
First half a few different times, pushed the lead up to 4 in the third quarter once. And then all of a sudden they got up by 6 and now 8 here in the fourth period of action with 6:30 to play.
Yep, 5-0 out of the gate for South Central.
Neoga tries to answer with a 3 from Roy. Shot short, but Clayton Butler grabbed the rebound. He puts it up and in. He has 8, and that's a big answer for Neoga there. Now they're down 6.
Good timeout.
Here's the Cougars working the ball around the perimeter. Matheny has it, gets it on the side to Lutz. Fakes the 2, tries to go baseline, cut off by Roy. He spins back out to the wing and gets it top the key to Markley. Over to Hunter Brandt on the right side. To Lutz, now to Geiler. Inside, Markley posting up. Shot's no good because Butler affected it. Markley gets it back, puts this one up. It's missed. But we've got a foul in there this time. It'll be Butler or Hill. We'll have to see who.
It's 8 rebounds all of a sudden now for Markley. He's really picked it up on the boards. Foul called on Hill, his second. That's 5 now in the half on Neoga.
Boy, against the man-to-man that Neoga's employing, South Central has been pushing it inside, and it's paid dividends as Markley connects from the free throw line there. He also has 10 now in the ball game, pushing the lead back up to 7. Next for Markley is off the mark. Rebound, Clayton Butler. Outlet to Roy. Roy hassled by Markley. Now Markley drops off, and Roy gets it across the timeline. To Raymert. Corner, Cornell. 3, too strong. Rebound out of bounds off the fingertips of Roy, and it'll go to the Cougars.
So Fritcher's coming back in. He had a little bit of success on threes earlier in the game. Roy sat down.
5:35 and counting in the fourth quarter as Lutz is going to take all of the 10 seconds to get across the timeline. Finds Brandt now across the timeline on the right wing. They swing it around the perimeter. Matheny to Lutz. Lutz on the left side, out top to Brandt. They go on the side to Matheny. Now Markley, top of the key, 3 in and out. Geiler with a strong rebound, but is immediately tied up by Caleb Hill. Possession arrow, though, will keep it with South Central.
Neoga just 2 points so far in this fourth quarter. They're going to have to find a way to flip the switch.
Meanwhile, Matheny takes the inbounds pass at the free throw line, muffles his way on the left side to the hoop, and somehow got that shot to go.
And that same instance, Neoga's only scored 2 points. 4 different kids have scored in this fourth quarter for South Central, Matt.
Cornell gets it out top to Fritcher. Fritcher to Raymert. He's way on the left side, right in front of his bench. Now he circles it out top with a pass to Fritcher to Hill. Skip pass to Raymert, back to Fritcher. Fritcher to Raymert. Raymert to Fritcher. Playing catch out top. Raymert has it now. They go baseline to Cornell. Cornell back out to Raymert. Neoga taking a lot of time here. Trailing by 9. 4:25 to play in the fourth quarter.
Coach Lockhart talked on the postgame show about somebody needs to get that sense of urgency on his ball play.
And there it is from Caleb Hill. They got it to him in the corner, faked the 3, drove the baseline, stopped and popped, and hit the 10-footer.
2 timeouts left for Neoga, 3 for South Central.
The 7-point game, 44-37. Now there's a lob inside to Geiler in a crowd, and he's called for an offensive foul as he leaned in a little too much.
Wow, that's tough. That is the least offensive foul I've seen this week. Geiler, first foul, just the second in the half on South Central, and their first turnover this quarter.
And South Central will take the timeout with 4:04 to play in the fourth. They lead Neoga 44-37. NTC 7th place action on 97.9 XFM.
Martin's IGA Plus has everything you'll need to make a great meal, from certified Angus beef, fresh fruits and vegetables, and mouth-watering bakery items. Check us out at martinsiga.com.
Job Match Personnel Services supports all the area sports and wishes them the best of luck.
Whether it's for a comprehensive eye exam or to check out the latest and greatest in Oakley, Maui, Gem, or Ray-Ban Optomics, come see Dr. Tony or Dr. Chris at Weber Optics, located in Effingham, and soon their new facility in Altamont. Weber Optics, where good vision is always in fashion.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Hi, I'm Matt Broniker with Russ Broniker Cadillac Buick GMC. Come see us for a test drive located on South Route 45 in Effingham. We are a proud supporter of local sports and this week's NTC tournament.
Quick timeout taken by South Central after they committed their first turnover of the fourth quarter. Halfway through this period, Neoga working the ball around the perimeter. They've got it with Fritcher in the corner. Had a little trouble with the catch, but he got it back out top to Raymert. Raymert to Hill. Fakes the three, back to Raymer. Steps in for a shot. No, gets it to Fritcher for a wing three. It's no good. Rebound loose. Butler comes up with it, sticks it up and in.
Well, he does a lot of things like that, Butler. Just got a nose around the ball, nose around the basket. Got to put back.
He absolutely did a good job, but you got to credit Hill as well for getting in there and battling and knocking that ball loose, allowing Butler to find it and pull Neoga within 5. Here's Lutz out top. Over to Geiler. Geiler to Matheny. Matheny on the right side. Trying to find McCown, who's posting up in there. Can't get it to him. Instead, they go to Geiler, left wing. Matched up with Fritcher. Now to Matheny, top of the key. Over to Markley. Markley steps to the baseline. Leaves it with Geiler. Shot on the way. Good.
That's a big bucket, too, Matt, because that lead had gone from 9 to 5. So that's a nice basket. They had a good time.
Cornell fires it back out top to Raymer. They go to Fritcher, to Raymer. Raymer on the side to Hill. Hill back out top to Raymer. 2.5 minutes to play. Skip pass in the corner, picked off by Geiler. Big steal there for South Central, as that's the first turnover from Neoga. Time becoming more and more critical with 2:24 and counting. South Central leading by 7.
Too many times that's been the kind of turnover Neoga's committed this day.
Geiler thought about a three, thought better of it, saw Markley underneath, tried to get it to him, and Neoga got a fingertip on it to bat it out of bounds.
Coming up, Dietrich and CHBC, then SEB and WSS, and then the championship tonight.
Inbound will come from Lutz from the baseline out to Matheny. Matheny in the corner to Geiler for 3. Shot no good. Rebound Butler. He's taking it on the run. Butler stops, leans in. Shot off the glass is good. Clayton Butler with 12 pulls Neoga back within 5 with 2:04 to play in the fourth quarter. And Neoga takes the timeout. We will as well. It's South Central 46, Neoga 41. High school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
Nemerg Steakhouse has been appreciatively serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for the past 36 years. Nemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of the local and area high school sports.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Don't miss the huge clearance sale going on now at Prime Soul, where you can save up to 60% on name brand shoes and apparel.
Let our experienced employees at Wright Furniture help you with your furniture and accessory needs. Whether it's just a chair or a house full of furniture, Wright's Furniture and Flooring in Diedrich can help. Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Bank anywhere, anytime with Go Mobile from Washington Savings Bank in Effingham. Good luck to all the teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament.
And South Central to the free throw line. Lutz is looking to get it in. Still looking. He's going to have to take a timeout to avoid a 5-second call. And with still 2:04 to play in the fourth quarter, it's still 46-41. We'll take a timeout as well and come back with the conclusion of this one in the 7th place game at the NTC tournament. You're listening to it on 97.9 XFM.
Visit us 24/7 at danheck.com and check out the specials we have going on right now. No one will sell you a new Chevrolet or Toyota for less. Let us prove it to you. See you today at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham.
Stevens Industries, in business for 55 years and an employee-owned company, has produced a winning team and has job opportunities available from production office to the manufacturing floor.
Good luck to area teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament this week. From your F&N Napa Auto Parts store, use that Napa know-how for money-saving deals.
.1201 South Baker in Effingham.
Napa know-how, Napa know-how. Napa know-how, Napa know-how.
South Central gets the ball inbounded successfully this time to Logan Lutz. He's out on the perimeter, and now we have a foul called with 1:57 to play. I think Butler had been trying to commit the foul without just absolutely attacking Lutz, but finally they get it whistled.
And Butler picks up his third foul. That's 6 now. So one more, and they've got a shot at getting the ball off of one, missed 1-1.
Inbounds comes out top to Lutz. So now, it'll be a free throw opportunity if Neoga elects to foul. Maybe if and when, you should say. Lutz is just dribbling out top. His pass is tipped away by Hill, and it's out of bounds right in front of the Cougar bench. Markley will have the honors. Looking. Lutz cuts back for the ball. He's immediately double-teamed. It's knocked loose, and we've got a foul whistled coming against Neoga.
That's a nice catch by Lutz.
Yeah.
There wasn't much room for anybody to get in there and get that catch, and he did, and then he got fouled, and that'll put them at the line, South Central at the line for a 1-on-1. Raymert got the foul, his second.
Watching South Central this week, it seems pretty apparent to me that they don't mind Logan Lutz going to the free throw line at all. The young sophomore's free throw is up. He left it short. Rebound to Cornell. They go to Raymert, who crosses the timeline with Neoga down 5 with 1:35 on the clock. Still the zone from South Central as Cornell has it in the corner. Back out to Raymert. Raymert to Hill. Over on the side. Clark, 3, got it. Jackson Clark makes it a 2-point game, 46-44.
And each team, one timeout left.
Lutz brings it up court, leans in, a blocking foul on his layup attempt, whistled against Neoga. So this time Logan Lutz will head to the free throw line with 2 free throws coming.
Butler's 4th foul, but you got to do what you got to do. Couldn't just let him have the layup.
With 1:16 to play, Lutz back to the free throw line. He has 5 in the ball game. Free throw up. That one's good. Nothing but net for Logan, who has 6 now, pushes the lead for South Central back up to 3, 47-44.
And that's also cool for a kid that young to, after missing the 1-on-1 a moment ago, stepping right back up there and getting one.
That free throw rattles out, no good. So it's a one-possession game as Butler grabbed the rebound. They get it to Hill, who drives the baseline. Layup good. Caleb Hill has 12, and Neoga's back within 1 with 1:04 to play in the contest. Inbound to Matheny. Back to Markley. Markley's bumped in backcourt by Hill. So now Trevor Markley, the 5'10 senior, will head to the free throw line. Should be the final 1-and-1 of the night for South Central, if my math is correct.
That is 19 fouls. 3rd foul on Hill.
And we're going to see a substitution as McCown will check out. He provided some big minutes off the bench today for South Central, as McCown will have a seat, and Hunter Bronk back into the lineup.
McCown had a big third quarter especially. Got him 6 points that period.
Markley's free throw around and out. Rebound, though, is loose along the baseline, and Matheny comes up with it, but he's trapped down there, tries to pass out of it, and it's taken away by Clark. Clark ahead to Hill, brings it up the right side, crashes into a defender. Shot no good, but there is Cornell with a rebound out to Raymert.
And Hill again kicked it out to him. He didn't quit after missing the shot.
Neoga settles things down with 35 seconds to play. They're still down 1. South Central in the zone. Cornell, pass out top. Boy, dangerous. Clark controlled it, though. Out all over him is Logan Lutz, and we've got a timeout taken by Neoga with 26.1 seconds to play. Is that Neoga's last timeout?
Yes, sir.
So we'll keep it right here. 47-46 the score, 26.1 seconds to play. Neoga's got to find a way to come up with a bucket and take the lead here in this final 26 seconds.
Neoga's got to find a way to get the ball inbounded.
Yeah.
Because no timeout left, so you got to get the ball in. I'll bet South Central knows that.
And Coach Lockhart has got to be thinking not only of the immediate play, but what happens if it goes well and what happens if it doesn't. They got to realize the situation they're in. Now, looking at it from the other perspective, Jamie Van Sock's crew can be very aggressive on the defensive end as long as Neoga's not shooting.
And they've seen that they've had their own share of problems at the line in this fourth quarter. We haven't seen how Neoga will react. So,
well, Neoga's a long way from shooting free throws unless they're fouled, because there's only 2 team fouls for the Cougars thus far.
So they can do lots of damage here.
And I think that's why you saw Logan Lutz really get all up and all over Clark out there on the perimeter, because If he got a knockaway, great. If he got a foul, oh well.
Yeah, just 2 team fouls on South Central, so they're a long way from putting Neoga to the line except on a shot.
So it'll be Neoga ball to inbounds right at the timeline. South Central drops back in a zone defensively, so they're going to let Neoga get it in. They throw it in backcourt to Raymert, who takes it over to the right side. Fires it out top to Clark, now to Hill. South Central's really extending their zone on the perimeter. 15 seconds to play. They get it baseline to Hill. Fakes the three, drives the baseline, lost it as Matheny came over to help. It's picked up by Geiler, and with 9.7 seconds left, Geiler is fouled. But no matter what, even if he makes them both, it's still a one-possession game.
Cornell on the foul, his 4th.
So Trent Geiler, 5'9" junior with 12 to lead all scorers, matching Butler and Hill from Neoga, will go to the line here for a couple of big free throws.
I know what you're thinking. 9.7 seconds. That's a lot of time.
Oh, sure it's a lot of time. Neoga sets up around the lane. They get the players exactly where they want them as Geiler puts the first of 2 up after a few dribbles.
We told you this would be a good one.
Free throw. Yeah. It looked like it was going in. Looked like it was popping out, and it dropped through for Geiler.
6 points in the quarter for Geiler, so he's gotten his points when they really needed him.
So it's a 2-point lead now for South Central. Here's the next. This one's up off the heel of the rim, no good. Remember, no timeouts for Neoga as Raymert grabs the rebound. Gets it ahead to Hill, fires up a 3. Oh, it's just a little long. Rebound loose. Cornell's got it underneath, but he can't get a shot away as the clock expires. What a finish to a great ball game in this 7th-place contest between Neoga and South Central. Wow is right.
Raymert was too far under the basket. He had no angle to get a rebound shot up. And after Hill put it up, Raymert got the board for him. Just couldn't find a way to get a shot off.
And Cornell had been getting boards inside there all night long, and he did it again, but he just couldn't get the shot away. As it was a tremendous finish to an exciting ball game as South Central gets the victory 48-46. Well, if all the games are like this today, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
We've already had some fun here at the NTC tournament, but we expect another good one between Dietrich and Cowden Herrick Beecher City in the consolation championship game. But we'll come back and wrap this one up with some post-game stats. We'll chat with the coaches and